mates, this is JJ Weskerton. Welcome to the long-awaited episode number 1 of Media by Trends, where this episode, I'm not showing you really what area of my city, my county specifically, would be good to visit, show the environment. That will be in future episodes, but this episode specifically is dedicated to one particular trend in the workforce, and that's the Python programming language. Over the course of the semester, I've been taking an online Intro to Python course called Foundations of Programming, where essentially, besides being a baby version of AP Computer Science Principles, it teaches you the basics of Python and how to use Python in general. And right now, I will show to you all the programs that are created on the course prior for me to take the Segment 2 exam, which will take one privileges of Python Idle, the program I use creating these projects. And without further ado, let's do this! Alright, so the first project I made in the Foundations of Programming for the Virtual Schools course is going to be learning to print strings with Python. As you'll see in this code, you'll see a bunch of print statements saying like all about me, my name is Jose Lopez Perez, and all kind of stuff. This is essentially just teaching me how to print strings in Python. You use the print command shown in the screen. As I now run this program, it will show you a bunch of sentences in the program, which essentially mean that I printed these sentences, those strings, into the program, so it'll be outlined, so it'll be shown on it. So that's the first program. So for the second program I created in this course would be just asking the user to input what is Mars's radius and pretty much translating it or converting it into the surface area. What's the surface area based on its radius? So in this program, it taught me how to use the math module specifically. So it is essentially just with any programming language, you import a class, a package, into your program, so you'll be able to use already the functions created in that specific module or class. Like for example, I imported the math module from Python, which is what I did, and I now have access to new functions such as the power function, which is the power you'll see right around volume and surface area set to whatever the value is that. And also I have access to other things such as strict functions. So this program is gonna tell me the following. I run the program and it will tell me what's Mars's radius. So there is a prompt in the program that I put in, which will essentially just make the program ask me what do I want to put. That will be the input. You print out a question like what is Mars's radius, and now when I run the program, the system will ask me what is Mars's radius. So personally, I do not know Mars's radius. So let's say Mars's radius is this number. What essentially will print out is what essentially the program will do is print out what I input and then convert and then use a formula, specifically the surface area formula, to tell me what's the surface area of Mars in general. So then that's my second program. So the third program I created in this course would be the using the turtle module, or just importing the turtle module or class into the program and use its functionalities, and then I'll combine that using for loops in Python, which essentially for loops in general means tell the computer to repeat the line of code beneath it a certain number of times. So in this case, I imported the turtle module to use the functionalities of the turtle, which until I can name the turtle, which in this case is Wesker set to Wesker or equals Wesker turtle.turtle. And now the turtle Wesker can either move, fill in, switch colors, move left and right, shift. In this case, I made a drawing like you see in the output. So in this case, I drew what's called a cherry pineapple eye, which is I just named it in general. So I'll put the code in motion so you can see what it will do. And yeah, that's the drawing I made using Python. That's a third project. So for the fourth project of this course, also known as the first major project I made, it is a virtual receipt. So if you know virtual receipts, these are just receipts sent by email. But in this case, we're simulating being a user purchasing things online. So on the program, you'll see here is that on the comments, which are marked by hashtags, that's how Python can identify if it's a comment. Here are the products I already purchased. I'll show you prices when I run the program. So I already purchased a Super Mario Sunshine workshop, which it does exist, but mixed reviews, won't show it. I bought a webcam, some Funko Pop figurines, and a gaming PC. And once I run this program, it will tell me what's the price of the Super Mario Sunshine workshop. And while I put the input, I'll tell you this. The codes for the programs are all in the description below. It is a Google document you can look at, and you'll only be able to view it. So if you want to manipulate the code or try it out, just hit make a copy, and you have your Python program. You can improve on my project. So into the program, it asks me what is the price of my Super Mario Sunshine workshop. Type in 0 if you want it off your list. Do not write currency like $3. It says just write the number. So if I type 0, I can delete it off my list, just like deleting off my cart. So the Super Mario Sunshine shirt actually costs around $70. What is the price of the Logitech HD Pro webcam? I do not want to. Let's say I do not want a webcam. I'm okay with this thing, which is my phone, actually, by the way. So let me write 0. What is the price of the Funko Pop figures? In Amazon, I think they cost $12. What is the price of the IdeaPad L340? Blah 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 blah. I do want a PC. In real life, I do want a PC because I'm using my school laptop. And I can only record on an iPad because I don't have a freaking capture card. Still, let's go into the program. Costs around $340. I don't know. Any additional products? So it is telling me write the name of the product. So let's say it wants. I want Luigi's Mansion 3. Luigi's Mansion 3, Nintendo Switch. What is the price of that item? If I in this case type in an item, I can just type 0 to remove it immediately. But in this case, I do really want the game, actually, just like the Wii U, by the way. The price for the game, it is actually $49.99, not $59.99, because Nintendo just took us dollars. So $49.99. And here is the printed result of this. So as you'll see, here is the everything I outputted, and there's the results with the subtotal and tax shipping, just like a regular receipt. For the Logitech webcam, $0 just does appear, but it technically is canceled, sort of. So if you see money left, that's because I originally put in a budget, which in the comment is for $1,800. So this is like a Christmas purchase of sorts, which is perfect for the whole holiday season in general. So yeah, again, all the codes are in a Google document, and let's move on to the next program. And for the final project of segment 1 of my Python course, it will be drawing anything again with the turtle, but we again drawing things with the turtle, which is similar to project number 3, except now I have the freedom to do everything. But in this case, I'm not just writing define main, as you saw in the previous 3 probably. I'm now creating functions. So functions, in other words, they're instances of classes. In other words, so they're probably instances of another class. So functions, no, these are objects. Functions are essentially parts of the program where you define a method. That's the thing I meant to say. You define a method in that program, and define with set amount of code. And once you hit the run method or the main method or whatever run method you use on your preferred programming language, you will just declare the function of that variable, as you'll see right here. Here's an example. Define, draw letter N, ln, and C. These are all parameter names that you'll see in the hashtag, which says it's turtle9c is color. So as we drop out into the define main, which is the run method, I can simply just declare the function. That's it. I already declared draw letter L with the parameter ln, which ln is the name of the turtle, and the color, which is blue. So here is what I drew. Here's what I drew. If you're not from Lake Nona, you're probably not gonna figure out what the hell is this supposed to mean. So I just really drew a really crappy version of the Lake Nona High School logo, which is my high school, by the way. Which is my high school, by the way, senior. I was really trying my best to recreate the logo with the outlines and everything, but it was just fun. It just tested my ability my artistic abilities in programming, which are a lot better than just drawing with a regular pencil. So yeah, that's my final program for segment 1. There is more coming to it.